Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel Wrestling with Books, where today I want to dive a bit into my backlist. One of my favorite things to do on Goodreads is to look at my past reading challenges, and I have been doing them since 2011, so that's where I'm going to start. Now, a backlisted book is a book that is not, let's say, new. You know, it's maybe you have a favorite author. I'm looking at Sarah Dessen and the book Keeping the Moon. That's part of her backlist. It's a book she published in the past, but it's not her current newest release. And the reason why backlisted books are so fun to talk about on YouTube is because you're getting new books all the time, so everyone's talking about the new books, and sometimes we don't get to talk about these older ones. So I'm going to start off this video by talking about 5 books from my 2011 backlist. This may not mean they were published in 2011, it just means I read them that year and that I thought they would be noteworthy to talk about. And the first one I want to pick is Sisterhood Everlasting by Anne Brashares. This is a Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants book, but they're adults, and so I love that because, you know, I felt like I was their age when I read it, and now they were the age, you know, kind of that I am now. And you see where they all are. Carmen is a successful actress. Oh my gosh, so Kostos, Lena and Kostos still have like drama together. It's amazing. Bridget lives with a long-term boyfriend. And then there's Tibby. So there's a lot of, you know, facing real life challenges. Even more so, they were facing real life teen challenges. Now they're facing real life adult challenges, and I just loved the opportunity to have another sisterhood book. I wish she would do more. I wish she would do a 6th book, because I loved having this and having the opportunity for the series to continue, but in a really different way. I wonder if this candle is going to become like heavily distracting because I'm so pale that everything reflects on my face. So I'll try to move it a bit. You know, I don't want to blow it out because I have an appointment, a Zoom call coming up, and I feel like the candle's good luck because I burn negative energy, and I need to burn negative energy because this is a potential new client. So now let's pick another book that I want to talk about. Oh my gosh, okay. I almost want to talk about this book because I feel like other people would like it, but I didn't. But maybe you guys will. So I'm going to talk about it. It's called Nevermore by Kelly Krieg. And gosh, was he like, what was he? Other than just a goth guy. I don't know what he is. Okay, so it's YA paranormal. I remember it, but I don't, as you can allude from it. So I'm gonna read some of the synopsis, but you know, you can see the cover coming up on the screen by me. And so it looks Stevie. You know, Isabel is horrified when she's paired with Varen for an English project. And he's, you know, cold, aloof, sardonic, sharp-tongued, and he doesn't want anything to do with like a cheerleader type. She finds a strange writing in his journal and becomes like super intrigued with him. And she kind of wants to like see him more and more, and she's getting pulled away from her friends and her boyfriend. Okay. And he has a dream world in his notebook where the terrifying stories of Edgar Allan Poe come to life. That sounds really cool. So I think that's why people love it. You know, I'm not a big spooky reader, so that's probably why I didn't. So I'm mentioning it because I think some of you guys might like this book. It was published in 2010, so could be something fun to check out. It is a young adult book. The next book I want to talk about is Queen of Babel by Meg Cabot. And this is a chick lit book, and Meg Cabot has wrote the Princess Diaries, but her adult books are just as relatable with down-to-earth characters as what you experience with Mia in The Princess Diaries. This one has Lizzie Nichols, and you know, she's chubby, she's chatty, she's just a lot of fun, and there is a love interest in it. I know, I'm like, yeah, it's a chick lit with a quirky girl and a love interest. That's all I'm gonna give you. But okay, what's an American girl with a big mouth and big heart to do? She doesn't know what she's gonna do with her life, and she's blowing her money for her Manhattan apartment on a trip to London to see her long distance boyfriend Andrew. But you know, that's not gonna work out, right? Sometimes you just know this from the start. She's now stuck in London. Her best friend is in France. She and her boyfriend Chaz do catering, and Lizzie comes to, you know, travels on her own for the first time to France to help them out, because what else is she gonna do? Where else is she gonna go? And you know, she just makes a mess of everything, but can she use her big mouth to save the day? So that's kind of like the fun in it. But there is a romance in it. I remember liking it, and you're just gonna have, I think, a lot of fun with it, like you do with The Princess Diaries. So that is Queen of Babel, and there are several books in the Queen of Babel, but I don't think I read them all. I think maybe I read 2, Queen of Babel in the Big City, and then there's Queen of Babel Gets Hitched. The next book I want to talk about is Deep Down True by Juliet Fay. Back in 2011 when I read this, I had won it on a blog called Chicklet Is Not Dead. That site is now lizandlisa.com. They write books of their own now. But it's about a divorced woman named Dana whose role in life was to always like be nice. She's nice to the telemarketer. She plays nice with the annoying drama neighbors, everything. And now, post-divorce, she is learning, like, she doesn't want to do that anymore. Like, she doesn't want to be like in middle school where you're trying to fit in with people and things like that. And through a friendship, she's able to overcome this, and it's really cozy, nice. I mean, in 2011, how old was I? I was in my young 20s, I guess. Like 21. Or something like that. And I liked this book, which was, I laugh at it because it's like, you know, it's a book about a woman, you know, older than me and in a different place than I was then, but I still enjoyed it. So I think you would enjoy it as well. So that's Deep Down True by Juliet Fay. 2 more, guys. I'm going to talk about, right? Did I only talk about 3? No, I talked about 4. So now I only have 1 more book to talk about. And then we'll do this, you know, maybe we can do this again. Let me know what you thought of this, and I'll do another. So I want to talk about Why My Third Husband Will Be a Dog by Lisa Scottoline. So Lisa Scottoline writes a lot of good thriller drama books they're really good. Domestic thrillers, you could say, but these are a collection of short stories that are hilarious. They are LOL funny. So she's a columnist for the Philadelphia Inquirer. So these short stories are taken from that. You could read them all at once, or you could set it up to read like 1 each night, and it will have you going to bed on like a funny note. The title alone says the type of stuff that you can expect in this book. And if you're looking for a book to give to someone, and maybe even someone who doesn't read a lot, I think they'd like it because of the humor, the relatability, and just the short stories that are within it, so it's not too overwhelming. Those are the 5 books from my 2011 reading year backlist. Let me know what you thought of this, and if any of those are something you think you might want to add to your list. I am posting this as part of my Bookmas in July, where I am posting a video every day the month of July. We're not done yet, but we almost are. So, all right, I'm gonna let this candle stop burning on my face, reflecting. It's not burning my face, it's just reflecting. So it's more an issue for you guys than me. But we'll see if it drives me nuts while editing or not. And yeah, all right, see you tomorrow. Who knows what we're gonna post.